In this episode of the Let's Assess podcast, we are going to be discussing essential Polaris mods that you need to think about making on your Polaris for the 2025 and 2026 season. Let's jump right into it.
Look, I don't want to talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft.
All right, guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Let's Assess podcast. Today, we're discussing one of my favorite topics, mods for Polaris. And before I forget, we are going to answer Q&A. We have some Q&A. I didn't give you guys much time on Instagram, but we have a couple questions. So last week, if you were a Ski-Doo guy, if you haven't listened to our Ski-Doo episode, go check that out. This will be on Spotify, or your favorite podcast platform. And like, subscribe, share to a friend, and the links for Powderbound to come ride with AJ and Marcus, Blackbird merch are in the description below. So go take a look at that. All right.
Yeah, so last week, Brent just reminded me I didn't even check comments. So I will get back on there and respond to comments. So I'll hop on that right away. But yeah, last week you got to hear me ramble on a lot. This week you get to hear Brent ramble on a lot.
Yeah.
So,
and I think both of us, because we both have experience with Matrix.
Yeah, I definitely have some opinions on the Matrix for sure, especially when it comes to a few of the things. Yeah, we have a few in the fleet, and I mean, I'm only 1 year converted to a Ski-Doo, so definitely have a few years of experience on it. So,
again, before I jump into it, this is my opinion. This is our opinion. If you don't like it, go watch someone else. This is just what I've found. I've rode, growing up, I grew up on a Ski-Doo. Like, we started mountain riding on Tundras.
Yeah.
I mean, mountain riding. And then we went to Summit SPs, and then I've been on Polaris with a sprinkle of BRP here and there as a secondary sled sometimes. But I've been Polaris for a long time, so I've had a lot of years to figure out what I like, what I don't like. And so, yeah.
We were this close. If you're looking, you can see how tight those fingers are to having him on another BRP. Just as backup sled, but another BRP this one. We were close.
Yeah, we were close. I was close to making another stupid financial decision.
Yeah, well, we're pretty good at making those. So
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if we still are this close if the right thing pops up.
Yeah,
that is not.
No, that is definitely true.
Yeah, that door is not close.
Again, like so many people, I feel like just because of the podcast, they've pinned me as like a I hate Ski-Doo, I hate Lynx, I just love Polaris, I'm a Polaris fanboy, and I do prefer the Polaris. I like it better. But I think they all have their strengths, just like anything. And I like messing around on new stuff. So
yeah,
you never know.
Pinned me as the Ski-Doo liker.
Yeah.
And the one thing is that you just hate Arctic Cat. Like, you trash them and bash them.
Yeah.
And,
I want them to go bankrupt, and I hate seeing them back on the scene. It just pisses me off.
It's horrible. Get them out of the industry.
Dude, I don't know why people think that. I've literally said over and over again that I'm glad that Arctic Cat is back. And at Heydays, I did not get that feedback. This puffy coat is making a lot of noise. Okay.
Hey, actually, on that note, got a little excitement coming for Powderbound this winter. There might be a kitty cat in this shop.
A little pussy cat?
Yeah, actually, for sure, there will be an
really?
E58 in this shop.
Nice.
Yeah. So
we'll have to try it.
Have to throw a leg over it.
Yeah. See what they got.
See what it does. See
all
if it
you
dangles.
Midwestern guys can come out here, the love cat, come out and ride it.
Absolutely. All right, let's jump into it. We're going to do this just like we did the Ski-Doo one. So you've got 3 cheaper ones, 3 middle ground priced one. This is off price, and then 3 more expensive ones. And then at the end, we will do your 3 must-haves. Absolutely, gotta have it. So
yeah,
let's jump into that.
The other thing I will say before I jump into this is primarily boost focus, but there's quite a few of these that would apply to a 9R or 850. Hate to say it, there's more than 3 in each, but it's because I kind of thought about it and I was like, well, if you did this, then you wouldn't want to do this. So if I didn't do this, I would do this.
Gotcha. That's fair. Well, and with Polaris, you just got to do a lot more to them. So it makes sense.
Yeah. There's more things to do because there's actually aftermarket.
That is
anyway,
also true.
Okay, so 3 cheap. Again, it's hard to say the word cheap and then it's like $300-$400. I went like pretty dang cheap on most of these. So first one, I like a bar setup. I like the RSI Slim Jims, just like AJ. And with that, I'm going to throw in a brake lever as part of it.
Okay.
The Ski-Doo has an adjustable brake lever, so it's not as essential.
Yeah, it's not as essential, but it definitely, I can see that on the Polaris being a little more essential for sure.
Yeah.
You know, we get that comfort with it.
So I use a 3D Logic brake lever. I've tried Skins heated. I've tried the Skins Bubba brake lever. I've tried a couple brake levers over the years, and the 3D Logic is my favorite. It's kind of like a breakaway clutch and brake lever for a dirt bike style where you can kind of bend it backwards.
Yeah, it pivots forward, and then also like if you snap it off on a tree or something like that, they generally send you an extra one or a like longer one, or you can order an extra one. And it's such a short little nub, you can throw it anywhere in your sled and actually have an extra brake lever with you. Because if you ever rode the mountains without a brake lever, it sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. And yeah, so they come with a short brake lever and then a long brake lever. I like the short one, but the only thing I had against the Skins was it was at the time it was $280 for a heated brake lever.
Yeah,
I don't like installing anything where I have to open the hood. And the bigger problem with that was I broke 3 of them in one season.
Oof,
and not brutal. Trees, just like coming down on the bars,
just
breaking
your hand,
yeah. So that's what I would say. Bars, handlebar setup, get it the right height, get the right grips you like, and then brake lever. This is another one that I think that goes in the same package. I'm like, I've already listed 3 things after this, but it's kind of a package deal. The other thing with Polaris, if you have like a 23, 24, I think anything but a 25 and up, throttle block, dude.
Oh, yes.
Their throttle block from the factory is dangerous.
Yeah, it's a hazard. Yeah.
Snow gets built up in it.
It's
just not good.
While we're on that, what is the setup for your bar riser? Like, what's the height of that? The Slim Jim is a 1-inch rise. I know we didn't say that in the last podcast. I should have said that. That's what I run on the Ski-Doo is the 1-inch rise RSI Slim Jim. But what size riser? Because you got to get the pivot block and then the riser. So.
Yeah, so it's factory, post.
Yep.
Then a pivot adapter.
Yep.
And then riser and then bar.
And then bar, yes.
So if you guys have any questions on that, just call RSI.
Or you can call me.
Or call AJ. He knows. Definitely don't call me. What is the height of riser?
You run a 2-inch.
Okay. 2-inch for those of you who are curious.
You can tell Brenda's always mechanicking.
Yeah. Dude, okay, I have to say this. This is a perfect time for me to not sound like an idiot. I am not a good mechanic.
Okay.
But I was watching a video that had Axel Hodges in it last night, and he's not a good mechanic either. Not saying that I'm even remotely talented on anything like Axel Hodges.
So you're putting yourself in a category
but
now.
Riders don't have to be good at wrenching, according to Axel Hodges. So I like that.
It's true. It is true.
Another thing, DuraPro tether. It's cheap. It makes a big difference. I like it. It snaps right on. Don't get mad and smack the side of your sled with it. It will shatter, and then you're going to be in trouble. But
especially when you're in Shit Creek.
Yeah,
don't do it there.
Yeah. Ski rubbers. We talked about that last week. The stock ones from any manufacturer just don't really hold up to the re-entries, the bow ties, all that stuff.
They're just too small. And so I kind of want to break that down a little bit for you guys, because I've seen why doesn't it work? And why does the bigger one work better? Because the spindle is really small. Yeah. The reason it works is because it fills the ski hole. So when it gets that pressure, it can't squish out. It has to squish up, which they don't necessarily do that. I mean, it can, but they use a firmer rubber and it pushes against the sidewalls of the ski, the plastic ski and the bolt, to where it keeps it contained in there. So firmer rubber, and it fills in that whole void to where it can't just squish out as easy.
Yeah. So Yeah, DuraPro tether. Ski rubbers, you can go DuraPro. You can go, what is it, Salas King?
Salas King, yeah.
Or if you go CNA skis, then they have their own. And then real quick, I'm going to burn through 2 more. Seco seat cover, we talked about it. It's just nice. If you care about what your sled looks like, it looks good. And I really like it for the trail ride out when everything's iced up. You're not sliding around. The last thing, so this is what I was talking about. It's kind of an either or that I'll dive into later. I could put Carbon Pursuit headlight delete in this category.
Yeah, that's a good place for it.
So if you guys look at the sled, I'll move my fat head. This sled's got one.
Yep. And it drops
looks good.
It drops a lot of weight. If you wanted to hop on the Carbon Pursuit website, you can see how much weight it really truly does drop. But we've done 2 of them here, and it is very noticeable weight, especially in the Matrix chassis, because all that weight is so high. Yep. So you drop that center of gravity down lower, makes that sled handle a little easier and not wear on you even more because that center of gravity is a lot lower. So definitely a huge mod for you Matrix guys. If you're looking for a cheaper way than buying a whole hood, that's a great option.
Yep.
And you keep your storage and you're gauged at the place that it is.
Yeah. Which I'm not a fan of, but
well,
I kind of like it flatter. But anyway, yeah, I think it's a good option. Looks good too.
Yep.
That's probably the biggest thing. Okay, medium price things. I know I just threw a lot at you, but it is what it is.
They all hit the same like pay scale.
Yeah. Okay, medium price. Depending on what you're doing, I think I would throw a Vogue tune in the medium price thing.
Yeah.
It's not, $5,000 to do. I think with Polaris, if you want it on the boost side of things, if you want to run the pump gas tune, or if you want to run pump gas, they have a pump gas tune that, in my opinion, I think that's, knock on wood, that's part of the reasons why my sleds haven't had all these problems with detonation and everything, is running Vogue tunes.
It seems like for 25, the Polaris Boosts had their 91 tune figured out a little better.
Brad's did it.
Oh, it did. Oh, never mind. Recall that. So I was going to say, I thought that they had it figured out, but apparently they
I think number-wise they do.
Yeah, it's probably getting better.
Or maybe Brad's was electrical.
His was an electrical. He had a loose wire on it.
It was his 24. No.
23.
20, yeah, because
23 he pre-deaded, all the time. Yeah, and I thought they had it pretty fixed for 25. So
yeah, maybe they did.
The 25 seemed to run good on 91. But if you have a 24, a 23, 22, I highly, highly recommend, if you don't want to run a different type of gas, get the 91 tune from Vogue, because it eliminates, they don't take power away, but they move some things around and add some more fuel in some places to where it truly runs on 91 and it doesn't pre-detonate and knock on you and throw the sensors out of whack. So that 91 tune from them is amazing. I ran it on my 24 for a while, and great tune. Definitely run it there. And then I'll let you jump into the next part of that tune.
And then the next step up, Avgas, non-intercooled tune. This is where, in my opinion, I think this tune, for the majority of people and the majority of terrain, at least in Colorado, what we ride, is so nice.
It is incredible. It
gives it way more low end.
I would say that's the biggest thing, is it opens and widens, or makes that bottom end actually a little throttle or throaty and rippier, and gives it, a little more NA feel, versus the stock tune it's very boggy and very turbo sledish. So
And then I love that tune. Then if you want to really push things up, you can go, and obviously this is the most expensive, is you get a Boondocker intercooler, and then you have the Vogue guys do the intercooled tune. So all of those tunes are going to come with clutching. So I didn't really put clutching as a secondary thing, because they have all their stuff worked out. I was talking to a guy the other day. In my opinion, just let them recommend what they have these tunes set up for and do the package that they recommend. Don't try to hodgepodge 50 different companies' stuff together. They have it dialed. Eric is a magician with that kind of stuff. And so just listen to what they have to say if you really want it to run right.
They can make other stuff work, but you're going to be much happier with what they have and have done all their testing on and proven on. And it's just worth it. Like they run, this is probably on your list, but like they run the tunnel dump Boondocker, they run their clutching, and they run their tune. If you do those 3 things, your boost is going to be bulletproof. No doubt. Hands down.
Works good.
Yeah.
So I don't really.
And you buy the clutching once because it's adjustable. You can do it 91, 100 LL, or the intercooled. Same weight, ramp profile, everything. Just add more weight or take weight away. The tune, once you buy the tuner, then you just have to buy that physical tune from them. So if you say you start at 91 and then the next year, like, you know what, I want to do the 100 LL, then you don't have to go reinvest in that whole tune. You can just buy that tune from them. So super cool that they kind of run it in a package like that. And in the end, it would save you money if you kept building that sled.
Yep, exactly. Which is what I did.
Yeah.
On both of my sleds right now, they started as, obviously stock boost, and then went to avgas non-intercooled, and then the next year went to intercooled.
Yep.
Never had a problem. Ran their stuff all the way since the Axis, so I trust what they have to say. And okay, the next one, hood and light. The problem is when you go to Skins hood or I'd say a zero carbon hood is kind of more in the expensive range, which I have, but when you go to a Skins hood, I love the Skins hood. I think it looks good. You shed a lot of weight, it has venting, everything's great. The only thing that I don't necessarily like, and I've ran, like my 146 doesn't have a light.
Yeah.
I really do like having a light.
Nice having a light.
And it's like, well, I'm not going to ride at night. Well, yeah, until you have to.
You ride at night every night.
Well, yeah. But I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like
I get you.
You get in a real predicament, and your Oxbow headlight or your Frankensled headlight that you put on your head or headlamp, I guess you should say, is dead. Dead, or you're out there long enough that it dies. I just like having a light. And so, yeah. In the medium, mid-range expensive bumpers, we've been running, both of me and Adge have been running backwoods for some years now.
Yeah.
Really like them. Haven't had a problem with them.
Even with your cut down 146 boost, we were running a backwoods on the back of that. The first time when we built it, we got in a hurry, took it out before we got a bumper on it, and roached the whole back end. And we were able to build it back with the backwoods bumper to like keep it strong enough to where it holds up great now. So that bumper truly like makes that sled do what it does, because it is so aggressive and wild. It's flipping upside down and on its tail all the time. So the backwoods bumper is truly the only thing holding that tunnel together at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
Last thing in the mid-range when it comes to price, exhaust. AJ touched on this. I'm a big proponent of the Boondocker tunnel dump exhaust. It helps powder, what's the word, cap off?
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Yeah, cap off. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just like it. I ran it on my Axis when it was a sidekick tunnel dump turbo system. And I've just, ever since then, I've always had the Boondocker on it. For those of you who are wondering what it sounds like, it sounds good. It's not over the top. You shed weight. And for those of you who don't know, what it's doing is instead of using your stock exit hole, and I don't know if this is as big of a problem as it used to be.
It's still a problem on turbo sleds because they don't build the pressure in the exhaust to push the snow out. But most aftermarket manufacturers have made a way to where there's like a way for the exhaust to get out, but most of the time it'll put it back into your snowmobile engine bay. So they've fixed the cap off problem. But like if you're running an intake under your hood and stuff like that, like you're creating another problem putting that exhaust back into there.
Yeah.
But primarily the cap off happens on extremely deep days.
Which are the days when you really need the power.
When you need it. Yeah. Or when you're in those predicaments and you're side hilling or you're running on your exhaust side. So that right-hand side, then it'll cap off and give you that bog, which generally everybody's pretty weak on that side, and it doesn't make things better. That's for sure.
Yeah. So what this does is you have your stock exit hole that comes out of the belly pan. This one wraps through and comes out into your track where there's snow circulating so it doesn't get plugged. It works really well.
Yep.
So that's what I'd say in the mediumly expensive parts, I guess. Okay. Super more expensive. They're all expensive, dude.
They
You
are.
look at this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, number one for me, shocks. I do not like factory shocks. I just can't get them tight enough or stiff enough. Probably if I was trying to, go the stock route, you can send them off to Suspension Pros or someone like that.
Yeah.
Get them revalved and put a stiffer coil on them. That's probably a great idea. I went the Fox route. I really, I get asked this a lot because I have a sled with Öhlins, which was a big hyped up shock when it came to America. And then the Fox, which is like, the number one hype shock.
Staple.
The staple, exactly. So everyone's like, what do you think? What do you think? I think they're both good. I think it really comes down to, do you like the feel of a coil shock or do you like the feeling of an air shock? And for me, for the riding we like to do in Colorado, I like the air.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I need to get that shock, the coils on the Öhlins more dialed, but dang, dude, I really do like just the feeling.
Yeah.
Not the, how much lighter it is or what they look like or how much they cost, just the feeling of air and being able to dial it in.
It's plush.
It's nice.
That's just, and like we broke down last time, even for the trail ride in,
Yep.
love it.
Yeah.
Like just
Big
all
difference.
around, that air shock is just lovely. It's a good experience.
That's probably the number one thing that people say when they ride my sled, because normally, they'll ride it like on the trail and then we'll go into a hole like, Brad, Thomas, whatever. And they'll say, dude, the shocks feel way different.
Yeah. Yep.
Which for the price, they should feel way different.
They should, but it is extremely noticeable. And I mean, knowing what I know now, that might be my number one thing that I would do on a Polaris, like just my riding style and what I enjoy about it. That might be the first thing I would do on a Polaris Matrix, no matter pro, chaos, whatever, is ditch those shocks and put a set of Fox Airs on it.
Yeah.
It just makes that big of a difference.
I'll tell you the only thing my only complaint with them is the simple fact that they kind of are a bear to get them dialed in.
Yeah, we struggled with you and your weight.
For me.
Yeah, we struggled with your weight and like the heaviness of your tunnel bag and you as a rider, like with gear on and everything. Like we struggled getting that dialed in.
Well, because we got specs from like Barant.
Yep.
And I'm way stiffer.
Yeah, no, you were running extremely stiff. Like your sled's way stiffer than what I was running, you know. So it just took some time, but once we got you dialed in, at first you wanted to take them off. You had another set of Öhlins and you wanted to run them. And then once we got it dialed in, then you started really coming around to it.
Yeah. But the thing is, you got to check the pressures here and there, just stuff like that. Okay. The expensive stuff, I've kind of like, I feel like the really good things or the things that make a big difference are really the cheap to medium for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not building like a Barant build.
These are luxury items at this point.
These are luxury items. Rails and a big wheel kit.
Yeah. It's nice to have the insurance of the rails.
Yeah.
Like when you hit a rock or a log or when you nail something like on a jump. The big wheels, I like them. They seem to have a good side effect. They seem to help the way that handles, help give you a little more surface area wheeling, help you back up at times, things like that. They have a purpose, but yeah, definitely not one of those things where it's like jumping off the page. Like I'm not putting it in the need to have to do category, right?
Yeah. I mean, the thing for me is I was switching track lengths.
Yep.
So it's like, why would I buy a stock rail? I'm not going to spend the money to get a carbon setup. So, I mean, which I've thought about that, but it's like, I don't know. Not yet.
Well, and we did have a situation last year where we had a client wheelie over a log and it tacoed the rear wheels. They were plastic wheels on a Ski-Doo, the stock ones, and it tacoed them. So there is a place and a strength standpoint. If you're doing like Ice Age Bomber rails, you should do aluminum wheels with it. I think you have to.
Well, you can't run the stock size.
Yeah.
You can get plastic, but they just have to be, I think, 8
inches at least or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I would go with the aluminum at least. The plastic cap on the outside maybe for de-icing. But definitely some sort of billet wheel because you aren't going to get that taco effect.
Yeah. And it's, I like the more peace of mind.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing why I did that was because I was changing track lengths constantly. So thank you, AJ and Marcus.
Last winter.
Oh yeah, we did. Blew the most expensive track on the market.
Yep.
Well, last year.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing, carbon hood. So like, I think a skins hood you can count like medium price.
Yeah.
Zero hoods, you're bumping up
Yeah.
with the vents and everything.
For sure.
Just more lightweight stuff.
Yeah. And appearance looks good.
And
And it's lighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
You put a light bar on yours, it looks good.
Yeah. And, I mean, I don't really know from Polaris other than I would say a carbon skid, but it's like I've never ran a carbon skid. So I don't really, if I bought a carbon skid and it broke the first time,
don't really know.
then I wouldn't tell everyone, oh, dude, carbon skids, badass.
Ticket. Yeah.
Because I
We
don't
have
know.
no experience there yet.
Yeah, all this stuff is like stuff that I've ran for years.
Tried and true.
Trust it. I trust all this stuff a lot. Yeah. Okay, 3.
The 3 that you you would do. Yeah. And only 3. That's all you get.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay.
take it from anywhere in the list. But the 3 that you would have
Shocks,
to do. Okay.
tune,
Okay.
and oh, dude, I want to say bars, but I also want to say hood. Because hood dumps a lot of weight up there.
It does. And it's a big deal on the Matrix. Getting that weight away up top helps. It's a hard
Bars or
decision.
hood?
Bars or hood. Okay. That's you narrowed it down pretty good there.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
For me.
Especially because, you're saying, you're at like 5 at this point because if you do the tune, you have to do clutching.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But we'll give you,
just
we'll give you that
no
one. Just
clutching.
tune, no clutching, let her bark.
To me, the tune is like the setup.
Yeah. Yep. So
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
that's it. I would have to agree with that. I think those 2 definitely runability helps the boost a ton. The suspension makes the ride a lot better.
Yeah.
I think I would have to go handlebars just because I like having my cockpit a little more dialed. But I can understand getting the weight away from up top. It is a big deal.
Yeah.
So shall we hop into some Q&A?
Yeah, so we got a
All
couple. I just put this up a couple hours ago. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay. Let's go here. Do you have any personal riding goals for this season, both individually or for hosting tours?
I don't know if I probably haven't set like a goal yet personally. We have business goals of what we'd like to do there.
Yeah.
We kind of set those at the end of last season. So we have some big goals there. Biggest thing is going to be just to get out on the snow with clients and make sure that they're taking something home with them. That's our number one. As long as people are taking something home with them, that's kind of, what we stand on. As far as personally, I got a few hopovers last year, so I'll probably, try to continue getting better at hopovers, and then just chasing Marcus around. It's always pushing me. So as long as I know that, I'm chasing him, at least I got some sort of carrot out there dangling. So that helps. Yeah. But yeah, hopover will probably be, I got a few clean last winter, so just to keep building on that. Yeah. Maybe work them into some lines and things.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would say for me on the tour side, obviously I don't have goals. But
we got goals to get him out on one at least.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I would say personally, okay, I was talking to Thomas about this a couple days ago. Last year for me, it was hit one jump.
Yeah.
that I was like, no, it's not huge compared to a lot of people out there.
Yep.
But I felt like that was a good jump for me.
Solid, yeah.
Because like so many times you go out and you're like, all right, we're going to film this jump or film whatever. And then you get back in the editing room and obviously things on camera looks way smaller than they do in real life.
Yep.
Even the big jumps. Like some of these, like with Turcotte, it's like, dude, seeing that in real life, it looks huge on a camera.
Yeah.
Imagine that in real
it's
life.
Big.
Or that
big.
air that Kosterky did.
Yeah. Yeah. That
like,
one was huge.
They're huge airs on camera.
Yes.
So it's like, what does that look like in person? Anyway, so last year was like, I just want to get back to the editing room after, you know, the intimidation of the mountain goes away and be like, okay, I think that jump pushed me.
That was it. Yeah.
Right. Like most of the time I get back to the editing room and I'm like, dude, I could have gone bigger. Like obviously you can always go bigger, but for my skill level and where I'm at jump wise,
I'm like, successful day, big jump.
Yeah. I'm like, dang, dude, I could have gone bigger on that. I know I could have. If I would have just pinched the throttle harder, I would have. But last year I had a jump that I was proud of, I guess.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that was the biggest jump I've ever had. Yeah. I got off the mountain safe.
Yep.
I thought I broke my skid, but I didn't. So everything was good.
Had to check it out.
I got a trophy when I got back that I still have.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
everything was great on that. But yeah, that kind of. But dude, there again, after that, my season just went because I was like, I'm good, dude. Let's just sit out here and talk and hang out. But for this year, I was telling Thomas, other than previous to last winter and the winter before, I always felt way more willing to do things that I knew that there was a big consequence to.
Yeah.
Whether it was like a re-entry in a spot where I was like, or hitting a jump too fast. I haven't had, knock on wood, it's good, but I haven't had any wrecks in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Like bad ones.
Yeah.
Which is good.
That's good.
But you look back at it as like trying to progress as a rider. I'll tell you the reason why I think it is. I'm all over the place right now. The snow. When the snow is not where I think it should be, I get timid.
Yeah. You don't want to land on a rock. You're sketched out. Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to break my back.
Yeah.
And land. Yeah. Like that day, the jump we're talking about.
Yep.
I know for a fact I landed on a rock.
And that's honestly, it was the first like big snowstorm that we got. So like we were fairly safe. We didn't have any like accidents, but
look back at that film, you can see
we know there was rocks there, and we know. I mean, we got lucky. Pure, plain and simple. We got lucky.
Did a couple reentries further down the hill.
Polished.
People were hitting rocks every single time.
Polished them.
So I truly believe like I hit a rock. But my point is I just want to get back, if the snow will allow, to just being more carefree.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, I don't know if this is going to go good or bad, but I'm willing to try it.
I'm landing in soft snow at least.
Yeah. Or like my sled's not going to go down 50,000 yards and hit a tree because the snow's rock hard. There's rocks everywhere. That to me is like my most hard psychological game in my head is snow.
Yeah, and you don't like wrecking your sled.
No.
Like you really don't.
I don't.
You're pretty timid on that side of it.
Yeah, but it's like when the snow's deep, I'm not timid at all.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I've had that in the past 2 years because of the snow.
Yeah, it's been rough. Yeah,
and it's like fair. You go up and do a re-entry even in like, late January and you feel rocks. It makes me like gun shy.
A little sketched out for sure.
Which even if it's not that scary, like in the reality of things, because there's a lot of snow over the tops of the rocks, it makes me mentally timid.
Yeah. You don't want to hang it out there.
Yeah.
You're not trying to push yourself. You're just like, I'm good here in this safe spot for sure.
So my goal is to be more carefree this year and just let things flow like I have in the past that I haven't done in the last 2 years.
Perfect. Love it. I like it.
Which makes me have more fun.
Yeah. Hey, pushing the industry and pushing yourself.
Yeah. What is your favorite sled power plant / engine so far ever?
I'm gonna go Ski-Doo 850 turbo.
Yeah.
Power plant, I don't think you can go wrong with it. The thing is dialed. I mean, absolutely dialed.
I like the Patriot 850 because of the tune aspect.
Yep.
Right out of the box, so it's hard to argue with an 850. E-Tech.
Yep.
E-Tech. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's like you always say, they make airplane engines for a reason.
It's a rocket ship, man. It's a rocket ship.
When do you think the first ride will be? Dude, okay, this is interesting. I was having a conversation about this. It got really cold here.
Yeah.
Snowed here.
Snowed.
Okay. I'm
Snow
like,
on
dude,
the mountain.
it's going to be an early season because 2 years ago we were riding already.
Yeah.
Trails. Dipping off in like meadows we knew there weren't rocks. But there hasn't been any. There was 2 weeks of a cold snap, lots of precipitation,
snow, rain,
a ton of rain. I'm like, here we go.
Now it's 65.
Now it's 65. There's no snow.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, I'm fine with that as long as when it starts to snow, it sticks.
It just goes.
And it keeps going.
Yep. I'm going to say Thanksgiving weekend.
Thanksgiving weekend?
Going for it.
Think you'll take a ride?
I don't know, but hopefully so.
Yeah. Hopefully that's kind of normal.
Yeah. Around our area, there's a lot of hunters that hunt our like forest area. So it's really difficult to go up there and ride a snowmobile because it's super rutted on the roads. With truck ruts.
And mud.
And they drag stuff up. So I like to give it as much time as possible. But after Thanksgiving, hunting seasons, other than the cow, like late cow seasons, are done. So the majority of traffic's gone. So I would like to say, around that after Thanksgiving mark, I would be willing to go pop up the trail and see what she looks like. And
if they got 2 foot of snow up there tomorrow, I'd be willing to go up there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But it just obviously is storm dependent, but I would say,
the second it's good enough to go, I'm willing to go, but I do like giving it till after hunt season.
Yeah. Got a couple more.
Sweet.
How do you deal with hate?
If we don't even look at it, I'd say that's the best thing we'll chat about it. We'll banter about it. Mainly we laugh at it. Like we've always said, this is our opinion and this is what we do. And if you don't like it, then you can go listen somewhere else or shove it. But we aren't sponsored. We aren't endorsed by anybody. So we really don't care. This is our opinion and this is what we do. So we get a good laugh at it, but if it wore at us or anything like that, no shot. I would have to give that to Brent because when we first started all this a couple years ago, like that was his number one advice to me. It was like, hey, for number one, it's just talking to a camera, and 2, there's going to be hate, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, in all honesty, the thing that's crazy is their Instagram. The thing with Instagram is I get more views there. So I get more comments and engagement and DMs and stuff like that. The thing that is crazy to me is just like with this podcast or, with Instagram, whatever, it's completely optional to listen to.
Yeah. You can cancel off of it.
The people that we talk to that are regular listeners, it brings some form of value to them, whether they're like in this podcast, you just bought a new boost, you want advice on what to put on it, or maybe you're just working and driving around and you want some entertainment to listen to 2 idiots sit in the shop and talk about your passion as well as our snowmobiling. It creates value in some way. And the thing that I just think in my head, it's like, dude, this is completely optional.
Yeah.
And it's optional for them to consume. Like if you don't like it, unfollow us on Instagram. If you don't like our podcast, then don't listen to our podcast.
Yeah. It's that simple.
Like, but people like, and it's normally like the same, 50 people on the internet. I'm just like, dude, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Like if you have nothing better to do than point out every flaw, then
is what it is. I mean, we ain't perfect. We've never tried to be, but we have fun doing it. We have a lot of passion for the sport, and we've got experience that I feel like we can share with people that might need it. So that's what we do.
Yeah, and dude, that's the other thing is like you get a lot of these people that hate, and it's like we put more, especially you put more miles on in a year in the mountains than they have in their 40 years on Earth.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's true.
So your opinion should, like, you're a professional backcountry guide.
It should carry some weight, right? Yeah. But then we've also never, like, I guess technically I'm a professional because we own a snowmobile guiding business, but it's like we're not going out there like measuring ourselves off of like, I'm a professional snowmobiler, you got to listen to me. Like, I'm like, no, that's not it. Like, we are just like you. We are normal dudes that love snowmobiling, and I'm going to give you my opinion no matter what, you know? So like that, yeah, we aren't trying to go out there and rank ourselves.
Amen to that. All right. What are your thoughts on the new Brant Edition Camso 310 track? Will you get one? That's a very good question because I need to put a new track on that 55. That 275 is all torn up. It's either between that or a 325 track. They're close to the same price. If you guys are interested in the engineering portion of that track, you should listen to Vok's Tech Talk that he gave at the Snowmobile Expo or the Colorado Snowmobile Expo. Go listen to, he gives a whole rundown on the science behind the track. It's way over my head, just like half the things that Eric talks about, but it's really interesting. So basically, to give a very short thing, somehow, and Eric will explain it to you on that video, it's funneling snow into the middle of the track with a higher lug in the middle.
Yep.
So it's grabbing in the middle of the track. Why is it funneling snow into the middle? What's the benefit? The benefit is you're creating somewhat of an edge for the snowmobile to then be easier to turn because it's teetering.
Yeah.
So in theory, that's wicked. That's sweet.
There's a lot of science behind what they did there, and Brant spent a lot of time in development on that. And I mean, he wrote it for many, many years there. I would like to think that that is like the best option for sure. But yeah,
maybe Colorado people.
I don't know how it's going to work other places, but I mean, he developed it in Colorado, fluffy, sugary snow. So I would say for sure there. Other places, I don't know. I can't speak on that. I won't be buying one. I won't be running one. I'll be running the regular ski track. But yeah, like you said, you are in the market for a track, so you might do it. So we might get some testing there on it. It has my curiosity intrigued. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of opinion on it.
Yeah. If I buy one of those, which I'm thinking about it, I will report back on this podcast about what I think of it. But yeah, it seems pretty sweet.
It seems sweet. Yeah.
And people are complaining that it's expensive. Well, it's cutting edge. So yeah, of course it's expensive and it has Brant's name on it. But when you have a company that invests that much time and money, that's kind of, but it's really not that much more than the 325.
No, and the snowmobile industry is so small, and he's going after a small amount of people that are going to buy it. You got to understand that. Like, it's not like Polaris putting the development into the 325 to then put on like every single deep snow snowmobile that's sold for the next 10 years. He's betting his life on a track that he's selling aftermarketly. So the price point is going to be higher. But from what the sound is he's putting his name on it, and he put his life savings on it, that it works, and you should trust that, you know? I mean, he put a lot of effort into it, and he's backing it with his own money. So I would feel comfortable going with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And really with like the Vogue stuff, the Brant stuff, the thing for us, and I know he's in a different part of Colorado, but it's somewhat similar.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah.
You know, it's not like guys in Montana or Idaho or Revelstoke, you know.
Yep.
It's a little different. What trips are you looking to take this season?
We say a lot and then we do nothing. We don't know yet.
100% I will be to Alpine before the winter's done.
We want to do an Alpine trip and try to do one in not springtime.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to ride Steamboat Outpost because it's in our neck of the woods. Stay there. Albany, somewhere up there. I'd like to go to Alpine again and maybe hit like what's the place in Idaho? I'm drawing a blank.
I don't know. In Idaho?
Yeah.
Island Park?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But dude, see, the problem is like we were gonna go. Skeeter was pushing to go to Utah.
I kind of want to hit Utah.
Yeah, but dude, last year they had zero.
They didn't
snow.
get any snow. Yeah,
so
it's really dependent. I mean, we've kind of etched out some weekends in our schedule. It's really hard with the business, obviously. So we've kind of etched out some weekends that we might try to do some stuff. Snow dependent, but yeah, we definitely would like to do some trips this year. We had some fun doing it last winter. Great content, great time with the guys. Hopefully do some trips. I'd say 1 to 2s in my category.
I like to say Revelstoke, like a winter tour where it's like we just go everywhere and take a month to do it, but that's tough.
Yep. Someday we'll do Revelstoke though. It's in our cards.
I'm thinking of flying up there. Alaska is another one that we talked about.
Alaska would be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, Chile,
that's a pretty big barrier to entry.
I know,
there.
but I looked into it. It looks pretty sick. I think.
It'd be cool to ride sleds in the summer.
Before we get too old, like obviously this is like years down the road, but like we should in the next like 10 years, we should honestly like try to hit like Alaska, BC, Chile. Like we need to like knock off a few of those.
I always say the same thing with elk hunts, and then
yeah, we'll see. But I think it'd be pretty. I mean, this is our passion. Like,
not that
hunting's not either, but like
we definitely
live and breathe this stupid sport of snowmobiling.
It just sucks that like with snowboarding, you just take your snowboard and get on a plane and go.
Yeah,
but with snowmobiling, it's like unless you got some unique aircraft, you're not going to put your sled on your.
Yeah,
we need to be
heavy D.
Heavy D. Yeah. Last question. When can I get on that potty? Potty. Dude, I'd love to have you on. This guy is a Polaris ambassador for side-by-sides, Pro R.
Oh, awesome.
Dude's got like some of the most insane Pro R builds, I think, on the internet. They look badass. So yeah, I'd love to have you on and talk to you about that. Because unfortunately, I'm probably going to be in the market for a new side-by-side next spring.
No, you should be because you wanted yours up. No, that'd be really cool. We should do that.
Yeah.
As we've said for like the last year, maybe 2 years, we are still working on getting our stuff dialed in to do that.
Dude, every time we think that we have this software ready for guests, something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Like if you guys listen to that X Games podcast, I was using the software. AJ was sick or out or something. Sick, So I am talking about like, because snowmobiling's brought back to X Games. The audio is like, I'm getting like put in hypnosis listening to it. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
But it was the same setup. The podcast before was so good.
We recorded one, and it was all good.
It's not as good as this.
Yeah.
But it was usable. It was
good enough, yes.
And then it was like, whoa. So now I'm like back to square one. So we'll guests are coming soon. Technology permitting.
Yes.
So
we're trying it again this week. So hopefully we get it dialed in and we'll be winging it and see what happens. But we definitely, Brent is a bit of a like snob for audio and video quality. Yeah. I'm always the one telling him like, hey, maybe we can just throw the settings in auto. And he's like, how about we don't? Which is great. Like, obviously we want a high end product for you guys. So it's a good thing. So we're just still working on that, but, hopefully soon it's in the cards.
Yeah. I just hate video's one thing to suck. Dude, audio when you're trying to listen to something for an hour.
I'll click off of it.
Yeah, and it's like
That's
so bad. It's like, I'm just I just want it to be right.
If it ain't worth putting it out, we ain't gonna put it out.
Yeah,
so
but that's the problem if we have guests. It's kind of a real big deal if they spend an hour with us talking about something and then we're like, hey man, sorry, audio sucks.
Yeah, can we run it back? Yeah. That's not a good use of anybody's time. Yeah. So
all right, guys.
Okay, that's good.
We appreciate you listening. Q&A, keep an eye out on Instagram in the video. If you're listening to this on Spotify, it's Cook Bros and Powderbound Adventures on Instagram. That's where Q&A will be. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see the tags pop up in the screen. We appreciate you guys listening. We appreciate the support. It means a lot to us. Till next time.
See ya.
Let her eat.